So now we are going to make an inverting operational amplifier to amplify the output of LM35, and we try to maintain a gain of 100. So let us first of all go through the resistor values so that you can calculate the gain values correctly. Now these two probes are connected to multimeter where you can see the resistance value. I'm going to connect it with the first one, and you can observe 100 kilo ohms. Okay, for the feedback resistor and for the input resistor, just insert it here, and you can see it is 98.2 ohms. Fine. So these values will be required when we calculate the gain, actual gain value of the amplifier. So you can see that we have developed an inverted operational amplifier with those resistances, and the value of amplification factor can be computed with the resistance value of RF and RIN, and value we have just now noted down. So this is as usual connected to the power supply. You can see that we have connected it to voltage in, which is supplying the power, and here we have powerized it with 15 volt. Okay, minus n plus 15 volt is being supplied to the system, and now almost 0 volt is being supplied, and it is near to 0.1 volt, and corresponding to that you can see the max output of the operational amplifier is coming as 12.9 or near to 13 volt. And if you just bring it to 0.1, you can see that it's going to be saturated. So you can see that it's 0. I'm slightly increasing this. Look at this value and then look at this value. We have done it already, and you can see that it has moved to the saturation point very quickly because it is multiplying it with 1000. So let us now connect our LM35 with this fellow to actually bring out the output from the system. So let us make that circuit. So switch off these things, and now what we are going to do, we'll have focus over this one. We know all the power other things. So V out is now V out of this LM35 will be V in, which is the center point. So I'm going to insert center connector here, as the V out of LM35 is now becoming V into the system. Fine. So you can see that center one is now connected, and we have to provide the power to this LM35. So now this was the input power, which will go to this side as 5 volt, and ground of this power supply will be connected to the right end as we have seen just now. So let us connect the ground. This is the connection for ground, and this we are going to connect here. Fine. So the ground is also connected. Here you can see it is connected with ground, and V out is connected now. Now what we will do, we'll try to see the output. So we have connected everything properly. Let us see the output. So actually the amplification factor will be very high. So what we have done, we try to select any other resistance of as a Ri and Rin. So here you can see that value of the resistance is coming as 9.8 kilo ohm. So now it will be amplifying it by 10 times. This is 100 kilo ohms. Let us check once again. The one which we have used earlier was 100 kilo ohm. Okay, and this is 10 kilo ohm. So we are going to have amplification factor of 10. Fine. So I'll be replacing it with RIN, otherwise our system will give a saturated value. So from to number to RIN, that is how it is connected, and let us see the output now. For multimeter, we'll select this is the multimeter output. We are connected here, and this is the ground. This has to be connected here. That's all. Let us see the output from this amplifier, which will give a gain of 10. So let's switch on and try to see the output. So the circuit is now ready. Let us see the output. So this power in we have connected to the LM35 is set at 5 volts, as we have seen earlier. That is the operating voltage of LM35. So you can see that we have set to a particular value of 5 volts, and then the output of LM35 is going to the amplifier. Fine. So here you can see the output of LM35, the middle one. The middle one is getting connected to the input of the amplifier. And let us see the bare output first of all. So this is multimeter in. I'm connecting here and try to see. Now this is giving you 2 or 280 point some millivolts. It is in millivolts, okay? And now I amplify it by 10 times, connect it to here, and you get 2.8 volts. Okay, now if you heat it up, you get it multiplied by correspondingly 10 times. So let us quickly make that setup to heat. So now the circuit is ready. We have connected the temperature sensor, okay, and let us touch it now. I will touch it using my hand to this point so that we can have a little bit more accurate reading. Switch on the temperature sensor, and now we can see the values of temperature. I have this has to be inserted here. So you get 2.8 volts. Now I am going to blow hot air over this one, so you can see that the values of temperature will change. Let us bring it to the same temperature. Now we'll see the reducing values. We will start cold air. So let us stop here, and now you can see the values, and we can plot these values and find out the sensitivity and response time.